You are listening to Oregon's Unemployment Insurance Claimant Handbook, Episode 4, Maintaining Your Eligibility for Benefits. Maintaining your eligibility for benefits. Every week you want benefits, you must complete 3 tasks to remain eligible. 1. Be able and available to work and actively seeking work. 2. File a weekly claim. 3. Report hours and earnings, any hours worked and money earned during the week. If you fail to complete any of these actions, we may deny you benefits. Seeking work. You are required to seek work every week you receive benefits by completing at least 5 work search activities. You must make direct contact with employers in at least 2 of the 5 work-seeking activities. Following are examples of work search activities that meet this requirement, along with activities that we do not consider valid or acceptable. Qualifying work search activities include: apply for a job that fits your skills and qualifications, interview for a job, report to a union hiring hall if you are a registered member of that union, participate in reemployment services at your state workforce center, networking or updating your resume, reviewing job placement websites or newspapers. Invalid work search activities include applying for a job that you are unqualified for, failing to apply for a job the way the employer wants. For example, you mailed an application instead of sending it online as the employer requested. Talking to friends or family about what jobs or types of work you would like to apply for. Making direct contact with employers means inquiring about work or applying for jobs in the way they want. It can be in person, by phone, by mail, or electronically, however they ask for you to inquire or apply. If you are a member in good standing with a closed union, you are required to maintain contact with your union instead of otherwise seeking work. If your employer reduced your hours or laid you off from work and you will be returning to full-time work within 4 weeks of the week you became unemployed, you must maintain contact with your employer instead of otherwise seeking work. You are temporarily unemployed if the following are all true. At the time of layoff, you and your employer expect you to return to work. The work you are returning to is full-time or pays at least the same as your weekly benefit amount. There won't be more than 4 weeks between the week you became unemployed and the week you return to work. You may be asked for the date you expect to return to work. Reporting your search for work. Each week, you must keep track of your work search efforts. When you file a claim for a week of benefits, you will be required to provide details on your weekly claim about what you did to find work that week. When you file for weekly benefits, you must report the work search activities you completed and your direct contact with employers. Your report of direct contact with employers must include date of contact, company name, phone number, and address or online job posting identification number, person contacted if applicable, type of work or position applied for, how you made contact, such as phone, resume, online application, email, results of your contact, such as hired, not hired, interview, no response. When reporting work search activities that are not direct employer contacts, you must include the date you completed the activity, a description of the activity completed. If you need help keeping track of your work search activities, use our employment search record form. You are not required to use this form, but you are required to keep records of your weekly work search efforts and report those activities when making weekly claims. If you are using Francis Online, enter your work search details there. If you file your weekly claim by phone on the weekly claim line, you will verbally report your work search information after answering the weekly claim questions. Completing a weekly claim for benefits. To request unemployment benefit payments, you will need to file a claim every week to tell the Oregon Employment Department you are still unemployed or underemployed. The claim includes a series of questions to help determine if you are eligible for benefits. For example, we may ask you the following: were you able and available to accept work? Did you look for work and have details of your work search efforts? Did you refuse any jobs or offers of work? Did you work, and if so, how much money did you earn for that work? Were you separated from any employers or did you quit a job? Under penalty of law, you are required to answer the questions truthfully for each week you claim benefits. If you made a mistake answering any claim questions, contact the UI Center immediately. When to file your weekly claim for benefits. A week for unemployment claims runs from Sunday through Saturday. You may claim a week as soon as it ends, beginning Sunday morning. You have all week to claim the prior week, but you must complete it before midnight the following Saturday or it will be late. For example, if you lost your job on Monday, June 3rd, you could file an initial claim for benefits on the same day or any other day that week, from June 3rd to June 8th. Then you could file a weekly claim for your first week of benefits starting Sunday, June 9th. During the week of June 9th to June 15th, you would be claiming benefits for June 2nd to June 8th. If you fail to file your weekly claim before midnight, Saturday, June 15th, your benefit payment would be denied or delayed that week. How to file your weekly claim for benefits online. For fastest service, use Francis Online at francis.oregon.gov. By phone, through our interactive voice response system, 800-982-8920. The interactive voice response system is available 24 hours per day, 7 days per week. Weekly claim for benefits questions. Did you fail to accept an offer of work last week? If any of these situations are true, answer yes. You turned down a paying job during the week you are claiming. It does not matter if the offer was for full-time, part-time, permanent, or temporary work. The work could have been for a former, current, or new employer. You turned down a job referral from the Oregon Employment Department. You accepted a job referral from the Oregon Employment Department, but you did not contact the employer. Did you quit a job last week? If any of these situations is true, answer yes. You stopped working for one employer to start working for another. You told your employer that you did not want to work there anymore. You stopped showing up for work. Were you fired from a job last week? If any of these situations are true, answer yes. You were fired if your employer let you go for any reason other than a lack of work, such as a layoff. There was continuing work available, but the employer was not willing to let you continue working. A lack of work, or a layoff, is when the employer does not have enough work available to keep you working. Were you suspended from a job last week? If either of these situations are true, answer yes. Your employer told you to stay home while they investigated. Your employer told you to stay home as a disciplinary action. Were you away from your permanent residence for more than 3 days last week? If you were away from your permanent residence for more than 3 days during a week claimed, answer yes to this question. A week consists of all days of the week, Sunday through Saturday. Were you both physically and mentally able to perform the work that you sought last week? If you were not able to do the type of work you were seeking, answer no. Each day last week, were you willing to work and capable of accepting and reporting for full-time, part-time, and temporary work? If any of these situations are true, answer no. You restricted the days and hours you were willing to work. You did not have transportation to get to work. You did not have childcare. You were incarcerated. You were attending school and did not report it to the department. You were pursuing self-employment and did not report it to the department. You missed any work. Did you actively look for work last week? If any of these situations are true, answer no. You did not make at least 2 direct employer contacts during the week. You did not complete at least 3 work-seeking activities during the week. Or, you did not comply with a written work search advisory provided by the department. You are a member of a dispatching union that only allows you to seek union work, and you're not in good standing with the union or not available for dispatch. Did you work last week, or did you receive or will you receive vacation or holiday pay for the week? If any of these situations are true, answer yes. You perform services for an employer and expect to receive payment, credit, or room and board in return. You are self-employed and earn money. You will receive holiday or vacation pay. You will receive sick pay from your employer. If you received bonus pay, contact the UI Center. If you received retirement pay other than Social Security that you have not yet reported, contact the UI Center. If you made a mistake answering any claim questions, contact the UI Center immediately. Reporting earnings. If you are working while claiming benefits, you must report how much money you made. The amount you must report is your gross earnings, not your net earnings. You report your earnings during the week you earn them, not when you are paid. When to report earnings. You must report your earnings each week when claiming benefits for the unemployment insurance program for the previous week, Sunday through Saturday, even if you have not been paid. You are reporting your earnings the week you earn them, not when you were paid for them. What earnings to report? You must report any money you earned for work. Common income sources include full-time or part-time employment, temporary or odd jobs, and self-employment. This includes all of the following: gross earnings, cash, non-cash payments such as room and board, tips, bonuses, standby pay, sick pay, commission pay, vacation and holiday pay. How to calculate gross earnings. The number of hours worked during the week multiplied by your rate of pay equals gross earnings. For instance, if you worked 30 hours in a week at $20 per hour, you would report $600 in gross earnings for the week. Remember to add your tips. Denial of benefits. Some situations require the Oregon Employment Department to examine claims, determine eligibility, or issue formal administrative decisions. They include the following: quitting a job, being fired or suspended from a job, being unable to work, being away from your permanent residence, attending school or training, being self-employed, being in jail, missing any work, turning down an offer of work, failing to actively seek work, receiving retirement pay except Social Security, failing to participate in a reemployment services and eligibility assessment interview, also known as an RESEA, turning down a referral for work from WorkSource Oregon, failing to complete enrollment activities through your local WorkSource Oregon Center, being unemployed as a result of a labor dispute, filing for weekly benefits during the summer, winter, or spring break periods, or between terms when you're an instructional or non-instructional educational employee, failing to verify your identity when required. These issues will cause a stop in your claim until we make a decision to pay or deny benefits. Continue to claim weekly benefits during the investigation. This ensures you are able to receive payment for those weeks if the investigation results in a decision to pay benefits. An adjudicator will complete an investigation. If the adjudicator needs more information, they will contact you. Be sure to respond to requests with complete information. If you fail to respond, we will make a decision based on the information available to us, which may result in a denial of benefits. Withholding information or reporting false information to the Oregon Employment Department is fraud and has serious consequences. If you are denied benefits, you will receive a formal administrative decision giving the details of the denial. This includes the dates of denial, the reason for denial, and any penalties related to a disqualification. Read your decision carefully and contact the department with any questions you have about the content of the decision. If we deny your benefits because you separated from your employer, failed to apply for a job referral, or refused a job, we will deny your benefits until you work and receive payment of at least 4 times your weekly benefit amount in subject employment, which is work the employer paid UI taxes on. You must have worked after the week you were fired, suspended, quit, or failed to accept or apply for work. We may deny your benefits for attending school, missing work, incarceration, hospitalization, or similar reasons. In these situations, the denial lasts until the conditions that caused the denial no longer exist. If we paid benefits to you for any week you were denied benefits, you have an overpayment. You will receive instructions on how to pay the overpaid benefit money back. It is your responsibility to repay any overpaid amount, which may include penalties, fees, and interest. If you receive a formal administrative decision that includes information about an overpayment, you may appeal the decision and have other options regarding the overpayment. Please use Francis Online to file an appeal and request a hearing. You can also contact Benefit Payment Control at 503-947-1710 for assistance. Thank you for listening to Oregon's Unemployment Insurance Claimant Handbook. For a digital or print version of the handbook, go to unemployment.oregon.gov or visit a WorkSource Oregon office. The Oregon Employment Department is an equal opportunity agency. OED provides free help so you can use our services. Some examples are sign language and spoken language interpreters, written materials in other languages, large print, audio, and other formats. To get help, please go to unemployment.oregon.gov and click on Contact Us or call us at 877-345-3484. TTY users call 711.